What is up, people? How is everyone doing? Let's make sure our game audio is set correctly. It doesn't look like it is, so let's address that. Whoa, what is up with that camera? Holy crap. Let's fix that crap, shall we? Who been playing with my shit, man? That shit's all screwed up, bro. Oh, of course it's over there. Of course it's over there. Why wouldn't it be over there? I mean, that's where I'd put it, right? Let's put it on the screen that's behind me. That makes way more sense. What happened? I'm not quite sure. Hey, there we go. Yeah, right? Dude, the gain is cranked, the brightness is cranked. What the hell happened? Backlight compensation? What in the hell? I have no idea what in the effing you know what happened. Thank you. Okay, I guess we can live with that for now, but mercy. And I'm also not hearing any sim audio. How did my OBS get all screwed up? I fixed all of this right before we got going. Alright, we should have power. Okay, I think we're good to go again. What in the hell was that all about? Anyways, alright guys, so this is the prototype of the Overkill's Moza cockpit mount. So this and this and this are all one unit. That's sort of what we're going to be determining today. The panel, it's actually not as bad as it looks. I know on the camera it looks ridiculous. It would need to be wider to be more effective. That's the other thing I forgot to start with, was the Moza cockpit. Damn, I'm on a roll. But it actually works out okay. Where is my damn mouse this time? Come on, mouse. Where the hell are you? There it is. That should be that one. And we're also going to need SPAD, which should be you. How about that? Okay. Aw! Neck hurts. Boo! That's rude. So anyway, we haven't put anything in here because I designed these gauges more around the turboprop. So I haven't gotten that far yet. We're in the Duke piston. We've got the Gear Falcon TPM, which is in its own shell mounted to this. This is all having, this has a recess back here that allows it to hold on to the Moza. This is holding currently a 16-inch screen, but we're going to take that down on Sunday to like a 14, so that should bring it down to here. So Jeremy, to answer your question, it's a little high, but like from my perspective, I can still see the altitude alerter. Actually, you're seeing almost what I am in the camera. So I see, that's what I'm seeing from my perspective. So it's really not bad. Could be worse, but we're going to fly it and see how it goes. I don't know where everybody is, man. Hopefully everybody will join. It's still, I've only been streaming for a couple minutes. Uh-oh. Didn't want to do that. So I haven't been on very long. Alright, so let's get started here. Let's just get this beautiful bird up and running. And of course I forgot to switch my audio device to the surround sound, so oh well, I'll live. Alright, let's get the pre-oiler going. Prop. Mixture. I need to get a extension cord from my mouse receiver. This USB mouse receiver is really finicky. It's really annoying. Any kind of interference and it craps out. All right, so the oiler is set on the left engine. I'm going to go ahead and do it on the right engine too. There it is. All right, and we're going to go fuel boost pumps, magnetos. Watch that fuel peak on the left side. There it is. Hold it for a couple seconds. Bring it back to a little bit over ½ inch. Fuel pump off. Come on, baby. Not yet. Let's give you a little bit more fuel. I'll bet you'll cooperate. We're starting to get a relationship. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. All right. I'll give you a little bit more here. Come on, my girl. Come to life. Come on. Oh, they actually were on. Now that I think about it. Never mind. So, yeah. Nav light, beacon light. Cool. Alright, let's go to peak. Fuel is on. We'll give it a few seconds this time. Alright, now you need to behave yourself. Come back down to where I want you to be. Come on. We got work to do. Let's go. Thank you. I know. Daddy's tired too. Alright. Rinse and repeat for the right engine. Give it a couple more seconds on it this time. Hey, look, he decided to join the Twitch family. How about that? Welcome to the party, bud. Alright, fuel pump off. Needles to both. Throttle back. And come to life. Come on. That's my girl. There we go. That's my girl. Alright, generator's on. This pulls back to 1,000 RPMs. Close enough. Alright, master avionics. Let's watch our altimeter. Excellent. And we do need to pop out our GNS, which automatically went to the right monitor, which is excellent. There's one. Come on, where are you? There's two. Maximize that. Let's full screen that. Go. Beautiful. Alright. So far, so good. Tests are looking nominal, sir. Get us into a more centered view. Alright, we got our GNS. There we go. Flight plan. And we are currently at okay. Ryan Field. we're going to head on over to Tucson first. Do a loop around the airbase. And then we're going to head on over to Phoenix, I think. Actually, do we have Chandler? I hate it when it does that. I can't remember if Chandler is CHD, is that right? Yes, how about that? Let's go to Chandler. We always go to Phoenix. Alright, so we got our flight plan. Boom, let's lock that in. Let's come on over here to the flight plan page. How nice is that? Everything we need right here. Let's check the MEDAR real quick, because I did not do that. I need to get a left-handed trackball is what I need. Alright, so the best we're getting is from Tucson. Winds at 340 at 4 knots. That's the biggest one that I wanted. Winds 340, so they're going to be coming from here. So we can take off and use 606 right we can use. Beautiful, how about that? Shall we? Brake check. They work. As all of my passengers slam their head into the back of it. Thing about these Dukes, man, they taxi like crazy. Taxi lights on. We're gonna taxi via 15. Landing lights on. Taxi light off. We're gonna use 15 to get to 6 right. So far, I really do like this. I wish it was a little lower, but here's the catch, like I was saying earlier. Man, I was saying in that stream, for those of you who saw me earlier, this is really high where it mounts to. It's much higher than probably what it is on most cockpits. Winds 340, my ass. That ain't 340, bro. Huh. Oh, yes it is. I should be coming from the other direction. I was thinking we were facing the other way. Wow, talk about getting turned around. It doesn't make sense though. Tucson's over there and Tucson's to the northeast of here. Whatever. We're taking off with a tailwind. Alright, RPMs. Looking for 3,100. Brakes released. Airspeed alive. 60 knots. 70 knots. 80 rotating. Ooh, baby. She goes, she goes. Gear coming up. Pushing that airspeed. Pitching for 120. come back to 2,500 RPMs. We'll be looking for 30 inches on the manifold pressure. How do you like them apples, guys? What do you guys think? Tighten up the throttle so I don't actually bump it. It looks good on camera. At least in OBS it does. Hope it does. Got sidetracked. What's up, 320? How are you, buddy? So the next iteration, like I said, we're going to go down to 14 inches on the screen, reduce the size of the gauges a little bit. We're still going to keep the 4-pack, and we're going to have, this is all going to be set up for turboprop. So your torque, inlet temperature, your exhaust temperature, etc., etc. Got my fuel quantity gauge, vertical speed, altimeter, RPM manifold, airspeed. Currently have up. I haven't decided what to put here for GA purposes, or if I should say for piston, to be more specific. At 4,500, we'll start working on leveling off here. Pull the manifold pressure back to 27. Start trimming that nose down a bit. That's a long flight, man. Nah, you did your motivation, sir. Relax. Take a load off. Watch me fly like a moron. I will say with the latest update to the Moza Cockpit software, the force feedback yoke is phenomenal. And I already liked it before. The trim works great. Force trim is now working as well. So I can literally set it where I want. Force trim it. Now it's not moving with the aircraft because I don't have the autopilot turned on. Autopilot's for quitters. Yeah, it is pretty cool. I've seen that before too. Blimps are actually pretty impressive. The Duke is awesome. I love this aircraft, dude. I love this aircraft. This is one of my favorite to fly by far. The only thing I struggle with is getting my vertical speed trimmed correctly. And that's with most of the aircraft though. I do struggle to trim it out vertically. It's like constant. It's like I told you we were going to, yeah, see, and the problem is, I know what it is. It's I level out, I set my speed, but then I don't reduce my power. And so as the aircraft levels out, we continue to accelerate, lift on the wing increases, lo and behold, you start climbing again. And So I don't process the throttle part. It's literally the throttle that I don't process. I process the trim, I process leveling it out, I process getting myself on altitude. But then I stop thinking about the fact that I'm going to start, as the aircraft accelerates, I'm going to increase lift again. Yes, sir, I am using the new update. I'm loving it. I love this yoke. I think this yoke is fantastic. It is definitely my new favorite.
It's my favorite.
That's why I'm trying not to fly with the autopilot. Excuse me, goodness, holy shit. What I end up doing is I end up getting frustrated and literally getting tired in the hands, and so I just turn the autopilot on, and then I don't learn anything, so. Oh crap, no kidding. Pitched up to 11 degrees, holy crap, that's a big pitch. I mean, you'll still have to maintain control, Jay. Like, you still need to be on it, but no, you shouldn't have very much input if you have it trimmed correctly. But again, it's not just trim, it's power. And this is the part that I always forget. Once you trim it, you have to set your power to the trim. If you just leave your throttle wherever you were when you leveled out, you're going to continue to accelerate. And as you accelerate, your lift is going to increase again. You're going to start climbing again. But in theory, no. I mean, it should require minimal input. I remember when my dad taught me how to trim the 172 in real life. He taught me how to trim it to where you could literally let go and the aircraft would just sit. And then what we ended up doing was we would fly the aircraft purely with throttle. He taught me how to fly with just throttle and rudder. That was cool. I'll say this, and this is probably why it's a trainer, right? But the 172 is a very forgiving aircraft. But it was pretty neat the first time that I actually did it. I mean, I think I was like 13 when we did this. But, you know, he had taught me a bunch of times, and he finally let me do it, and I got the aircraft trimmed out to where I could take my hand off the yoke, and we were flying with just power and rudder. So it was neat. I know they are in development. I have not heard anything new about it yet. But I'll tell you what, if you don't have the yoke, I would definitely grab it. What I like about this one is you got all your buttons on it as well. You got your landing gear, flaps, all the good jazz, and it feels nice. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling right now. So I'm still having to use quite a bit of forward press. Yes, it's up. No, it's not on. Hang on, and my big head is right where it would be. Let's put my big papa head up here. There you go. Thank you, Jeremy. Ah, nice, man. Very nice. You'll be happy. I need to make an armrest. My left arm, I need somewhere to put them. I need to put them. Whoa. I need to stay on course. Oh, two of them are? I have not opened them yet, but yes, they are here. Two of them are here. No, and trust me, you're not. I'm really excited. We're going to have to talk too, buddy, about picking a day and time where we can lock that in, because that's important to me. I actually looked at a actual truck rig seat, and it was about $300 for pilot training. Jay gave me a whole list of books and stuff to get. It's going to help me work through some stuff. Yes, sir. It's almost like the dude likes me, and I keep warning him, like, you don't want to do that. I heard I'm an asshole. I forgot to turn the strobe lights on. I like this. This is fun. I'm not going to lie. Every time I get to reach up there, it's like, yep, seatbelt signs, no smoking signs. Get your shit and get out. 320, that's what you guys should do on your Frontier planes. Just have it say, instead of like seatbelt signs on off, sit the F down and get the F out. I would totally fly on a plane that said that. I just gotta tell you. I do have the Comanche. That's actually not a bad idea. I didn't know I had a time that wasn't the time of the month. Like, even I'm aware I'm a pain in the ass. Come on, you know me. I don't hide it. I love these Gear Falcon TPMs, dude, with the rotating Cavaliers. It makes it so easy to fine-tune your power settings. Oh, speaking of power settings. I'm not going to worry about leaning, but I probably should be at full rich. They're happy to say it. No, I've never flown Frontier, but that's awesome. We don't need no light. They'll just call it right then and there. Like, dude, that would be I would get along with them. That would be perfectly fine. Excuse me, sir. Did you enjoy your flight? Yes, I did. Thank you. Get the hell out of my plane. Yes, ma'am. I'm out. Or sir. Okay, one thing I am noticing about this, though. This is very stiff today. I was noticing that a little bit last night. Whoa. Interesting. Moza actually shows this. That's why it's being weird. The pit house is showing my yoke is disconnected. That's why. Don't hit me. I'm fat. Oh! Dude, it just kissed the boys. That was discomforting as hell, just for the record. Whoa! Okay, we're good. I'm just kidding, I'm not that fat. Not anymore, anyway. Hey, there it is. The fact that I can feel things going on now, that should have been a pretty key indicator there. Woohoo! When you push my belly, I punch you in the face. Woohoo! Come on, come down. Dude, I would love that. Woohoo! No, sir. I have the RTX 4080. It really doesn't take as much as I think people think it does to push the big screens. That's one of the advantages to TV. Now, if they were this size monitors, even then it's not quite as much as people are led to believe as far as horsepower requirements. It's still 2D. And it still comes down to resolution. But no, these are just the RTX 4080, buddy. Miles. Yes, they are only 60 hertz, which does help. I don't see a need for much more than that in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Even in DCS World, I've never seen a need for more than 60 hertz. In DCS World, you're gripping, ripping, turning, banking, slamming, dropping, you know. Finally got it decently trimmed.
I did it, Mom.
Oh, no, I didn't. There it goes. There goes the nose. Wow, that's a whole lot of grody out there, isn't it? No, you don't. I know a lot of people will argue that, but sorry. Hell, in something like Microsoft Flight Simulator, you can comfortably get away with 35 hertz. You really can. No, it's not ideal. Everybody wants a smooth 60, but even at 35, you're not going to notice it the way people think that you do. Come on, plane. I don't know if we're getting into wind shears or what. Something just kicked the nose way down on that one. Next thing I want to design is my own like knobster thing. I won't pay for knobster. It's too expensive. $100 for a rotary. Give me a break. So we're gonna try to make one ourselves. I think I can do it. I have the encoders. Yes, that is true. There is that true. But you know what I mean? But what we're saying, like, by not needing it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think people push harder, push harder for that 60 than they need to. And I think they sacrifice a lot of visual quality when they don't have to, I guess. Damn, dude, come on, baby. Whoa, come on, girl. What are you doing? Dude, we're getting effed up. Yo, what's up, Ryzen? How are you, man? Welcome to the stream. Alright, you know what? I think we're going to try to descend below the clouds here. Let's pull some power off. Let's see if we can't get our nose down a little bit. Start thinking about descending anyway. Easy, girl. Not that fast. Not that fast. Nice and easy. Just take her down. Where we at? 50 miles to go, Baron. Or Duke. Oops. I'm sorry, don't get mad at me. Beechcraft, don't get mad at me. Something funny. A couple weeks ago, I was playing around with this, with the Duke, right? Like I said, it genuinely is my favorite. And I always talk to the aircraft like this, whether I'm on stream or not, right? And I can't remember what I did, but I'm like, I'm sorry, Baron, I'm sorry. As soon as I said that, I kid you not, I lost the left engine. Now, it turned out to just be I had bumped my mixture, but it was funnier than shit. Like, it was just, it could not have been timed more perfectly. Like, I'm sorry, Baron. I'm like, whoa. It's pretty funny. Looks I like the black square Baron 58. Dude, damn, dude, come on, man. Damn. Okay, so the weather in Phoenix sucks. Figure. Yes, it is, my friend. Yes, it is. I'm doing good, buddy. How are you? What's new in the world? I'm just sitting here making crap and trying not to break it, and I'm breaking it. Why is my cockpit view so weird? I just realized that my head is coming out of the... Jesus, I'm descending at 4,000 feet per minute. Great, and I can't adjust my cockpit height. That's alright. We'll deal with it later. Okay. We are struggling here, guys. Alright, 2900. I can't see a damn thing. I am not configured for IFR. Yeah, the 4080 hammers the 60. It does. That is true. Oh, nice, man. I am flying to what I think is a dust storm. Something keeps kicking the nose down hard. Hard, hard, hard. Wasn't planning on flying IFR today, damn. Oh, nice. 787's a fun one. I like the 777 more personally, but it's still a good plane. Hang on a second. Friction on this is still way too high. Oh wow, it put it right. That's why it put it right back out. Why? I literally changed this last night. That's kind of annoying. Well, that would explain why it's breaking my wrist. Okay. Not yet. My goal is to fly it tomorrow. Funny enough. There we go. Friction was so high it hurt my wrist. Vertical speed is all over the place, man. Oh, I have no doubt. I have no doubt. That's why I made my guide for the 300 ER. Like, it's PMPG. There, we're getting past that. That must have been a dust storm, dude. That sucked. That was really hard to see through. So on our next rendition of this, guys, and I'm still going to finish this one off. We're going to round the corners. I'm going to make new slides for it. And all of my 3D print designs, this is the Flight Sim Builder GNS 530, but it's built to scale, so it should work with just about any of them. I already said this is the Gear Falcon TPM that's got its own housing. This is all one unit. And also the mounts for this, the PU Air Korea overhead panel. I'm going to have the STLs for all of these in the Patreon shop. Just a couple bucks, nothing crazy. Basically just pay for the filament, that's all it is. Nothing crazy. If you guys, I highly recommend you guys get into DIY, get yourself a 3D printer. They're absolutely worth it now. They're worth their weight in gold. Especially with expensive as everything is, I'm learning real quickly this is a nice way to do this. We're going to be designing tomorrow. I've got a 7-inch touchscreen that I think we're going to put right here. Haven't decided what all I want to do with it yet, but definitely a radio stack, probably transponder, something to that effect. So we're going to build all that out on a touchscreen tomorrow, and create a mount for it that I think is just going to come down off here. I haven't decided exactly how I'm going to do all that yet, but got to iron out the mounting portion. But we're going to do that tomorrow, print it out. That should only take about an hour to print. We're not printing too crazy for it. It's just we're going to have, like I said, probably come off right here, come down, and work just like a radio stack, or I might have it be right here. I haven't decided. I don't know if I want anything much higher than this, obstructing the view, so we'll see. Got some neat stuff coming. I really hope it inspires some of you guys to start building your own stuff and designing it. Make sure you guys take a look at the previous streams, the DIY streams, for tips. That first stream we designed everything from scratch to build. So, now I'm no pro by any means, but that's sort of the point. It's definitely been a lot of fun. Whew, there we go. All right. It's nice being able to see something now. But yeah, this was a lot of fun to build, and it's literally what I'm really impressed on how tight it is, because there's no mounts, nothing screwing it on, nothing. I could lift the whole thing up right now, so it makes it real easy to put it away when you're done, or swap it out. The screen just slides out, so if you want to, like, this is the same screen I use for my trucking rig, so I'll literally slide this screen out, set it over here on this table, get my trucking rig set back up, slide it back in, start the truck, and I'll be off into the races again. So you could do that too. So, like, all joking aside, and I mean, I don't know if you're joking or not, like, I would totally make you one and you wouldn't have to pay me a dime for what you were already doing. But like, I've had people ask, you know, what if I pay you to make me one? My thing is, like, I worry about time. I worry about how long it'll take me to get people's things to them. And, I mean, I don't know. I guess if once I've streamlined the process, I guess. But, like, I don't know if that I'd want to ship this assembled. I don't know. I've thought about it. It might be worth it. I actually thought about buying a second printer, so maybe. Although I kind of like the way you put that, overkill manufacturing. Jeremy, we got to make a truck. We have to make a truck that says overkill manufacturing. That'd be pretty dope, dude. And then we could even put on the truck, hauling delivering your skies, or something like that. I have to come up with a slogan. Transporting you to the sky. That's actually really cool. I'm going to pause for just a second, guys, so I can show. Well, I can't really show you. But what I did here is right where my finger is just a tension nut, a tension screw. And so I just take it's a 6mm Allen key, I loosen it, and I made the plate that this is sitting on, I made it. Again, if you look at the last stream I did where I did the DIY, not the one today, but the one 2 days ago, I actually show the mount that this is sitting on. But I just welded a plate that's got 2 screw holes right under here that are mounting to the yoke, and then it's got 2 arms that go into receivers, and that's one of the receivers is right here. And so it just slides in. I tighten this up. When I'm done here, I will unplug it, obviously, Loosen that, the whole thing slides out. I can set it aside. And the same thing with the Moza wheel. The Moza wheelbase is on a similar configuration. I slide it in, tighten it up. I'm off to driving. I hope that made sense. When we land, if you want, I can give you a better picture. Holding your shit since 2024. That is something I would say. You know what, though? I feel like in today's world, I feel like somebody who had a slogan like that, I feel like they would get far more trust. Like, all right, no BS, no kissing my ears or money. You know, like, you don't have to worry about it. Goes back to that whole flight attendant thing. All right, get the hell off my plane. That's great. Did you make it here safely? That's nice, dear. Get off. I felt like my candy bar was a week old. It was 2 weeks old. Get off the plane. There we go. It's much easier to fly now that we're out of that disaster, dude. That was rough. I like that calling your shit since 2024. I love this plane. I really do. I'm really annoyed that I forgot to switch my speakers to the surround sound. That didn't go well. Well, we'll hope that didn't break. I'm gonna be really bummed out if I broke my tank. That thing went head first down to the floor. And now I want it. Shit, my dad didn't care anyway. Dude, my dad is one of those. Have you guys seen Down Periscope? Where he's like, Jesus, Buckman, this can's been on the Stingray since 1966. Or, no, this can expired in 1966. This thing's been on the Stingray since Korea. What's the matter, sir? Still tastes like cream corn, except it's deviled ham. That would be a problem. That's my dad. You're the second one today that I've heard who's got a sim fab. The next cockpit, like literally from ground up, that I have, I'm gonna build from the ground up. Did you get the sim fab rotorcraft? Is that what you got? Oh, I know, dude. Same. I remember one time I broke one in my Dodge Ram, dude. I was so pissed off. My Ram was just like my Challenger, dude. I kept it pristine. I was so mad. Smelled good in the truck though for like 3 weeks. I'll give him this. That it makes a decent air freshener. Nice. Dude, you ever want to get into DCS? Let's go, buddy. Funny enough, I'm actually going to fabricate a mount for the Purple Collective for this. The motion pit is badass on the rotors. I love it the most in the helicopters. Helicopters in VR with motion platform, sick. Which Purple Collective did you get? Did you get the one with the throttle? like it's still full. I'm all nervous about it now. Where are we? 20 miles. Holy shit. 11,000 hours? Were you military? That's a lot of rotor time. I thought about going for my rotor, but it's so much more expensive here in Tucson. It's almost a $6,000 difference. Like, it's a lot. Eventually, I'd like to get my commercial rating when the kids get older. Went to airliners because fair enough. Chasing the green dream, huh? This is so much more fun having this here rather than using the in-game. I'm excited for the new screen, I really am. I'm kind of bummed out I couldn't go, but I mean, even that's not going to be bad. That's going to be, a 14-inch screen should put it right about here. Which will be a nice height. I think that'll work great. And I think what I'm going to do on the next one is instead of making the frame come to here, I'm going to have the monitor go all the way down to the bottom and have a track on this piece that the monitor will ride on, and then just have the two sliders on this piece. I think that'll work a lot better, and it'll maximize the screen space. And it'll bring it down just enough where it'll make sense. Whoa, what are you doing? And then we're gonna fill all these gaps in, round all the corners off. After the next build, I'll let you guys decide which one you want me to produce. Next thing I'm going to work on is designing a way to effectively mount as one unit the Honeycomb Bravo but I want the Bravo to go all the way in, just like this one did. I want it to recess all the way back. So that one's going to be a bit trickier. That's going to be a tough build, just because there's so much radius in the back of that thing. It's going to be tricky to design, but you should learn a lot. By the time this thing's done, it's going to be dope, dude. Oh, damn. Nice. Yeah, I bet. I can see that. I can see getting fried out, for sure. 6 miles. Time to descend. Chandler Municipal Airport METAR information. Stupid Google. Chandler Municipal Airport ATIS. why that gear did that. Now let's see if I can get my shit back together again. And I lost my gauges. You suck. I had to click on a button. Nope, going around. Yes, it was. It was indeed. Going around, let's see if we can't fix. What the hell happened with this? Knock it off. Okay, we're back. I gotta figure out why SPAD. Stupid. Oh my lord, you drive me nuts. This is freaking mouse. Alright, what profile are we on? Should we be? Yeah. Huh. At the moment, you just missed a go around. Alright, back at 3,000. Gear wasn't down. I thought it was. Test that again, actually. Well, the problem is that the sound is behind me on my desk, which sucks. This mouse is going to piss me off. I'm actually not sure why that's not working. Let me fix that real quick. That's a big one. It's not even detecting it. What the hell? It's not even detecting. All right, let's do this. Let's close SPAD, since SPAD is clearly being a pain in the ass. So we can actually enjoy this flight. And let's relaunch it. SPAD has this bad habit of stopping functioning when you turn something on and off. Oh yeah, no, I'm totally okay with that. No, that's one of those, especially in a simulator, absolutely not. That's one of those, boom, watch the mayhem, watch the crash, watch the crying, screaming, wondering if they ran over someone's cat, and then go, so what'd you learn? You know? No. I totally get that. And like I said, eventually I caught it. So, you know, I got to get some credit for that. Yep, that's what it was. Now it's working. Okay. That's bad. Okay. Wow. Yeah, no. I feel you. We're on the same path there, Chief. Alright, can I, like, make this work? Yeah, exactly. Pretty much. Alright, where the hell are we? Alright, we're back to perpendicular with the runway. We're 600 feet below where we should be, though, so let's get the hell back up in the air. Flaps are up. Get our power back on point. Mixture's good. Everybody behaving now? Fuckers? Shit. Or better yet, it'd be like, what the hell was that? Okay, this isn't me. Something's wrong. That's a hardware issue. Hi, Joe. Good timing. Is it just me, or are we destined to die in this thing tonight? That was rudder deflection is what that was. The rudder's kicked over for some reason. Okay. You mean like those three pretty little lights that are supposed to light up on the dashboard? I thought you only turn those on during Christmas time. And that's actually kind of the problem with this, is this is blocking it. I can't see that part of the panel. That is part of my problem. That's why I'm going to the lower screen. So from my field of view, this is the top of the dash. I can't see any of the gauges in front of me. So I probably should add, actually a gear indicator would have been a good one to put on there now that I'm thinking about it. It could be an important piece. Yeah, the big screens on the flight sim is awesome too, man, for sure. Okay. Let's get this configured now. Come in for a bit of a more shallow approach, I guess. Down. You mean those three pretty little green lights? Leave it off for audience entertainment. Alright, let's try this again. Go for 0 for left this time. We'll stick with the right. Whew. Welcome to Chandler, everybody. Thanks, man. It was a bit long. It was smooth, but it was long. Missed my target. Came in too fast still. Came in off slope. Wasn't trimmed out. A lot of things wrong with that approach. But after the first go around where the gear wasn't down, the second one, or the second attempt where at complete random my rudders decided to go full left deflection, on this one, kind of felt like there was a calling to land the damn thing. I have a feeling we're not supposed to be here. What up, Doc? How you doing, buddy? Wet Willy Gaming, nice. Tweak that brake axis a little bit. It's pretty awful. We're gonna have to try this aircraft in 2024. See how it's doing. Last time I tried it, it was pretty buggy. Whew. I forgot about that. I heard about that one. Don't be mean to those Southwest pilots now. Even on the beta, it's pretty damn good. I haven't had any issues with it, even in beta. Knock on wood. I think we're finally there, right? Well, guys, I'm going to call it for this stream tonight. But we're going to be back tomorrow. And tomorrow we're going to do 2 lives, at least. First live we're going to do is we're going to design a touchscreen bezel for things like the transponder, things like a radio stack, things like the GTN 750. Okay, and that's what we're going to put here. So we're definitely going to be on for that. And then we'll obviously do another flight and get airborne again. And then, yes, later in the evening, we'll be back for American Truck Simulator. So there's going to be a lot of live streaming tomorrow. So I hope that you guys join me for the party and come hang out. But anyways, thanks for hanging out with me tonight, guys. Let me know your comments and thoughts down below. Don't forget to join the Discord, and don't forget to join tomorrow's live if you guys want to see a design in 3D printing using Tinkercad from start to finish. And don't forget to support me on Patreon if you guys are interested in picking up any of these STLs as they go live. And I'd love to have your input. So, as always, guys, stay safe and healthy. I'll see you in the next one.